right, great to have you. It is the Joe Pags Show. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email. It's all right there. Listen, again, I think that our local newscasts in every town USA do a pretty decent job. It's not an easy job. I mean, it physically is easy. But it's not an easy job in that you have to get it right all the time, or else you're going to be called out by big-headed, big, loud, voice people like me. But I really do. At some point, I've got to stop, closing my mouth and not saying anything when I see bad journalism. Carrie, maybe we'll call this segment "Journalism Gone Bad."
Okay.
Or
a big segment.
You could have told that story better.
I like that one.
It could be called that.
The second one, yeah.
Again, unequivocally, the big story of the day yesterday in San Antonio was not the controversy over the hats. The big story was that the candidate came. And then as a side note, and certainly as a tangent story, you go to the one with the hats. So I gave you before the break exactly verbatim what was read by the anchor last night on the NBC affiliate in San Antonio. This is the way I would now keep in mind. I don't know how much money was raised. I don't know who he met. I don't know exactly how long he was here. I wasn't the reporter covering it. I knew that he came to town. I talked to some of his people. They couldn't take the time to say hello or anything. It was very quick in and out. But this is how the story should have been told. And keep in mind, I wasn't a reporter on the beat. I don't have the information about money and location and all that. But here you go. Our top story tonight, Donald Trump is back on the stump in Florida tonight, but not before making a stop here in the Alamo City. The Republican presidential nominee came to town to raise money with the election less than a month away. Trump was only here for a short time, and although there had been some word protests would arise, there was little to none of that. Trump is trailing in the polls to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in an increasingly dirty race that in recent days has been rocked by releases of secretive video, audio, and emails showing sides of the candidates many had not known. While here, Trump continued his campaign mantra of Make America Great Again while adding Make America Safe Again. Now you would switch to the tangent. Although he was well received by his supporters and unwelcomed by his detractors, the campaign stop wasn't without controversy. While in San Antonio, Trump's motorcade included many officers from the SAPD who, as he was boarding his jet to leave, donned Make America Great hats in an obvious sign in favor of the candidate. That didn't sit well with Mayor Ivy Taylor nor Police Chief William McManus, who said, and then you give him the full screen of what McManus said, the officers wearing the campaign hats while in uniform violated SAPD policy and will be disciplined appropriately. SAPD officers are charged with protecting the entire community. The officers displayed poor judgment. He continued, quote, I expect them to know better than to give the appearance of endorsing a candidate while on duty in uniform regardless of the political campaign or the candidate. That's from SAPD Police Chief William McManus. Now I'm going to slide back to the middle and be a radio talk show host again and not have the over-the-shoulder things anymore. And again, if you're listening on the radio, which most of you are, many of you are, imagine me moving to my left. That's how you do the story. That's how you present it to your listeners or your viewers. You tell the story. Now, you'll find this interesting, and a lot of Cub reporters don't do this right. The first line of a story is supposed to be present tense or future tense. You ever notice that, Carrie? And actually, Shepard Smith, he started the whole thing where you just drop the linking verb. Mm-hmm. Instead of Donald Trump is in town, it's Donald Trump in town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I got you. Or add, ing to something. People seeing movies this weekend at record numbers. The first line is supposed to be present tense. And I would either say presence, exactly what's going on right now, and then relate it to the past, or I would give future something. Donald Trump is expected to be in Florida tomorrow, but today he was here. That would be appropriate. I find that sometimes television and even radio anchors or hosts or reporters will fake present tense. A car flies over the bridge. I'm like, holy crap, right now?
Whoa.
Oh, so you're using present tense, although it happened a long time ago. Long story short is this. I believe that those doing the job of being television news anchor or television news reporter or whatever, I believe that they have good intentions. I believe that they want to get the information out and they want to tell the story right. I think that sometimes they lose the forest for the trees, and they completely missed it last night. It's not the first time. I see it a lot, but again, I'm jaded. I did it for a long time. But, you completely missed the mark. The guy was in town. That's the big story. Now, after that story, Kerry, it's not as if they said, oh, the controversy, the mayor says this and the police chief says that, and now let's tell you about Trump's visit. Because that's what I expected. I was like, okay, they got it backward. They buried the lead, but they're going to do it now.
Right.
They went right to a murder.
They never did? Oh, I see.
And police also, they're working on a murder over here. And like, what? Where's the report? Where's the live shot where Donald Trump was?
None of that, huh?
None of it. And to me, I'm trying to give them a pass. Not really. I just lit them up for half an hour. But I'm trying to tell them I understand, because you've been in the forest for a long time and you don't see what's obvious anymore. And I'm asking you to see what's obvious. I'm also asking you to make sure that you understand that it's your job to leave your thoughts at home. We don't care. If you want to give your opinion and your thoughts and you want to editorialize, come and do what I do. And I'm cool with that. But as a television news anchor or as a host or on TV, or not even a host really, as somebody who claims to be a journalist, be a journalist, whether you're on camera, behind the scenes, a writer, a producer, anything. It is your job to be even-handed. And if you can't be even-handed, go join a campaign somewhere. That story made sense, but it was completely out of context because you never talked about the guy coming to town, which was the big story. 1-800-383-9624. When we come back, Chuck Ambrose, he is a book writer who is talking about President Obama giving clemency to a lot of prisoners. Keep it here.